Tommy Aspinall.
Aspinall. Tommy Aspinall. Na 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 na. Tommy Aspinall. All right. Okay, here we are. We are in. So in the red corner, that's 18-1 for the absolute devilish Russian powerhouse that is Sergei Pavlovich. Absolute violence incarnated into two hands. And then you have Tommy Aspinall in the blue corner, 13-3, fighting out of the UK, of course, representing the homeland. And look, I think if you're looking at the advantages here, yeah, okay, what he gains in height, he really does lose in reach. That reach advantage for Sergei Pavlovich is insane, and I think that's going to make matter every little bit. 84 inches to Tommy's 78. So yeah, drastic. And Pavlovich is a kind of fighter who needs not know anything other than how to throw his hands, because his hands are just sufficient. He doesn't have to use kicks, doesn't have to use wrestling, doesn't have to use grappling. You know, he's just got to catch you with either of his hands. You're compromised, you're stunned, and then he just goes in for that finish as well. So it's dangerous, it's scary. We've not really got much data of him outside of the first round, simply because he doesn't like taking us there, and he won't allow anyone else to either. So he sort of gets it done within 5. And then you got someone like Tommy Aspinall, who is really sporting that athletic, new evolution of heavyweight fighter who moves very well. Yeah. And also has that ability to touch and move very well, and just wrestle as well. Has that wrestle ability, which a lot of heavyweights don't or haven't previously brought to the octagon. So so true. Well-rounded, very well-rounded. What's your thoughts on this one, Ash? How does it go? Does it hit the ground? Does it get out of round 1? 2 big questions we need to answer tonight.
I think it does make it out of round 1. I think it ends in the second, but this is the thing. I like you said there about Pavlovich stunning his opponents. Like his jab was a problem for Razor Blade.
Yeah, man.
Like it was literally a jab and he was wobbled. But that's the thing. If Pavlovich sees blood, he goes in for the kill, and he 10 times out of 10 gets the finish. So
baby, there's a shock in the water. Yeah.
But what I have seen doing a little bit of tape is when Pavlovich does see you hurt, his technique goes out the window and he just goes in for blood. And also his hands are down as well sometimes when he throws his jab.
True.
Like he never puts his hands up to block and things like that. So
but the thing is, you never see it because you try to duck out the. True. You've been hit once. You're ducking out the way of his hooks and everything. But as you're ducking, he throws uppercuts now, and he catches you then. And
his punches are very slow though. That's what I will say. And we know how quick Tom Aspinall is. So I think if Tom can be in and out, then it's going to be a long night for Pavlovich. A lot of people think it may be a long night for Tom. But I think if his takedowns or his counters need to be perfected very, very well. And also leg kicks could be key in this as well from Tom Aspinall.
Agreed.
Chop that tree down.
Boom. Yep. Right for bottom up. I have to say though, on that one, just one comment there. I think it's never a long night in the office of Pavlovich, is it? I mean,
no.
If you're standing opposite him, you're probably TKO just on intensity alone. He doesn't have to touch you. I don't know. I wouldn't spend 5 minutes in his presence. This guy's scary. Just knowing what he's been able to do with his hands.
Let you get the old stats up while I read this comment out. Hopefully it pops up. Same from George Merry. Says,
yes.
So now Tommy Aspinall. By sub in the second in round 2. Ash, if you think round 1, $5. Ooh. I think round 2 as well, buddy. I know I may have. I definitely think it's under 2.5 rounds. Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, stay tuned for my bets, George. They will be out soon.
Yes.
I am 2 and no, am I 2 and 2? I might even be 1 win, 2 losses. To be fair,
we'll add up the numbers and get back to people with it. Yeah. We'll tally that up.
I think I'm doing all right.
Drop your chats in the comments, guys. Did I say that right? Yeah, comments in the chats. That's the one way around. and let us know what you think is going to happen on this card. Who's going to win? Who gets what? I would love to get your input and feedback on this as well. But yeah, like I'm telling you on this one, when it comes to striking, we got to consider all of it, don't we? Will we go Tommy on? I have to go Pavlovich on striking because that's just what he does. He strikes.
Taking a Mickey. I think it's got to go Tom.
I hear what you're saying, But let's say Tom and Pavlovich can only strike. They could do nothing else.
I agree. But Tom mixes it up, doesn't he?
He does. And that's
elbows.
rich.
He finished Spivak with elbows.
I hear you. I do. I really do.
Very well. And but strike it. This is MMA, not just hands. And
you're right. I
think Tom does so much more than just throws bombs.
All right. I'll tell you what we know for certain is power does go to Pavlovich.
Yes.
So he can have that one for certain. And we'll give grappling to Tom.
Yeah.
We can have that one for certain. But then I guess when we are looking at the striking, I'm just talking about how has Pavlovich won all of his fights via striking.
Yeah, you're right.
And striking is all he needed to do. It's all he's got, effectively.
Yeah.
Now, he doesn't have a variety of kicks and a variety of things in the arsenal. He doesn't. Tom Aspinall does. But what Tom Aspinall has in variety, he does lack. Yeah, I guess we're talking about a power argument again then, aren't we? But, I just think, who wins fights by striking? Pavlovich does fights by striking.
Yeah.
Tom uses it all.
Are you still you got to go Tom striking. You've got
all right, fine. We'll go Tom on striking.
No,
but
see, look, George Mary is agreeing with me. He says Tom on striking, Pavlovich on power.
Yeah, maybe I'm just kind of letting the sheer weight of his power bleed into striking, because it is striking, but it does sort of then end with the fact that it is just more powerful striking. But yeah, okay. All right, speed. Who we got for speed?
Oh, Tom.
I
have the question.
Tom gets speed, and then cardio, Tom.
Yes.
Once again, we just don't see Pavlovich outside that first round.
Yeah.
So look, it's all blue corner for Tom. However, I feel like that is a huge misdirection, because
it's true.
Power from Pavlovich is insane. So much so, this is more of an even scale than it is a full blue corner dominance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, for example, Tom Aspinall's grappling could be taken away like that in one punch.
Oh yeah,
his cardio could be taken away in one punch. Do you know what I mean? That power is enough to really compromise and take a lot of this out. But one thing I do want to say is, for that first round, it's going to be so important. It's
100%. It's very important. You just got to get Pavlovich out that first round.
You do. It's a game of survival for Tom. If he can survive the first round, his chances will twofold, I would say. It's difficult to gauge because we don't have a lot of data of Pavlovich outside the first round, but we just need Tom to take us there on the night. We really do. And if he gets out of that first round, I'll be so impressed and happy. That's my take on that one. And I'll be watching closely, eagle eye, for the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And hopefully we get 10.
Indeed so, buddy.